Thanks for tuning in. This is the rock and roll book collection that I have. This is another passion next to vinyl. Again, I enjoy, the tangible, the ability to hold on to something other than MP3 or Kindles. Book collecting is something that I do with other genres, but I'm going to show you my rock and roll collection, and the books range in all different prices. A lot of them I get really good prices, $1, $2, $3, from library sales, flea markets, tag sales, garage sales, bookstores. Amazon has some great prices, unused ones, especially when you can get ones from international. And it's fun. It's a great source. I learn a lot. When I hear something on from the VC talking about a group, I sometimes go to the books and do some research. I have this in two parts. There was just too many to go through. It was exhausting, and so just bear with it. I hope you could stick through it and see some things, all different genres like I mentioned, and that's about what I could say. All right, let's dig in. Okay, folks. So like I said, my books are in disarray right now. I'm trying to organize these. I am going to try to get through this. I started already and only went into three shelves, and it was 11 minutes long. So this is I don't want to zip too quick. I don't want you to get headaches here. So I'm going to start quickly up top. See how far I can go. We have Keith Moon's book, Go Cat Go, which is a rockabilly music and its makers. About the 50s. My Pistols, Sex Pistols, The Inside Story, Sex Pistols 90 Days at EMI, 12 Days on the Road with the Pistols. This one is Young Flesh Required, Growing Up with the Sex Pistols. Trash, the New York Dolls book, The Complete New York Dolls, Chris Needs and Dick Porter. Keith Richards, a biography. That's kind of old. Ronnie Wood's last his autobiography, really cool. Black Dogs. This is the a book, the possibly true story of classic rock's greatest robbery. You remember, in Song Remains the Same, Zeppelin was robbed and $203,000. And this is possibly the story of what happened. My favorite rock and roll album of all time, Let It Bleed from the Stones, and this is about the making of Let It Bleed. Have not read this. I am just saving that one for the right time. Okay. Walk This Way, about Aerosmith, the autobiography. This one is A Journey Through America with the Rolling Stones, Robert Greenfield. Jimmy Page book by George Case. It's black cover, nothing on it. This is a book about America icons. James Dean died here, the location in America pop culture landmarks. So these are just photos. I got some guitar books. This is the Metropolitan Museum of Art, a book about their exhibit. Blue guitar. That's about some blue guitars that were made by top luthiers, top guitar makers. Slash's book. I'm going to clean this up later. 20th century rock and roll, women in rock, and you can imagine who's on the cover. Oh, okay, there we go. Pretty obvious. Go Cat Go. This is Carl Perkins' book, 50s, story about Sir Carl. All right, Bill Cole, Miles Davis. This is a musical biography. Miles, Don't Forget Me. This is Eddie Cochran, The Story, Julie Mundy and Darrell Higham. Calling Me Home, this is a book about Graham Parsons and country music, the roots of country rock, Calling Me Home. Rip It Up and Start Again, this is a post-punk book, 1978 to 1984. And 500 Guitars. Okay, moving along. Hammer of the Gods. This is a Zeppelin book. A friend of mine wrote this book, Roxanne Orgel, and this is about jazz in the 20s. Cool book. Sanchez, Up and Down, The Rolling Stones. Tony Sanchez hung out with the Stones, guitar book. Dance with the Devil. This is the Stones. That's the Jumpin' Jack Flash sleeve, 45 sleeve. Apathy for the Devil. This is actually Nick Kent, and author of the Dark Stuff, and VC member is called Dark Stuff, as we know. Cool book. Nick Kent is a great author. Kiss and Makeup. That's a Gene Simmons book. Rolling Stones, Symphony for the Devil, The Story, The True Adventures of the Rolling Stones. Exile on Main Street, Season of Hell by Greenfield of the Stones. Unforgettable Fire, U2. Blown Away, The Rolling Stones in the Death of the 60s. I got my Warhol book here. I still think that's rock and roll. Got my Mad Magazine book. Pink Floyd, In the Flesh. Iggy Pop, I Need More. Rock and Roll Times. These are pictures from the as you could tell, from the early 60s. What's this? This is Paul McCartney, On Stage, Off Stage. Beatles Anthology. Okay, I'm going to come down to this other shelf. I'm going to show this another time. I'll open it up. This is Q Magazine, a photographic supplement. And these are pictures I've never seen before. I'll just give you a tease. But, Rod in his pajamas. Let me show you this cool one. Where is it? Here it is. This is James Brown relaxing in a hotel room. But photo I never seen before, so I'm going to do a special little presentation with that. This is 50 years of a Gretsch guitars. I have a Gretsch. I love it. Faces, before, during, and after. The book about the faces. Look how thick that is. Led Zeppelin by Richie Moore. Across the Great Divide, a story of the band. Rolling Stones book. These are articles from the Rolling Stone magazine. The complete covers of the Rolling Stones. U2 by U2. Rolling Stones, another book by David Dalton. New York Dolls. This is an excellent book. Photographs by Bob Gruen, famous photographer. A few DVDs. Stones, Dolls, Who. Okay, I'm going to jump down here. On the Road with the Ramones by Monty Melnick, road manager. This is the Ramones, an American band. Legends of Punk, photos from the vault. Punk, the illustrated history of a music revolution. The Velvet Underground. Cool book. Iggy Pop, Neighborhood Threat by Alvin Gibbs, on tour. Woodstock Remembered. Michael Lang helped with this. What's this? Oh, guitar book. Ultimate Guitar Book. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Running Down a Dream. Led Zeppelin, this is by Neil Preston, his photos. Great photos. Again, photos I never seen before. Bonzo. Some of them I have seen. Neil Preston was really big with the Circus, I guess Cream, Born to Run, the Anthology. This is cool. This is something you might not be able to see. This is Ronnie Wood's book from his art exhibit in Manhattan, Faces, Times, and Places. So these are photographs, well, I should say photographs, artists, his artist drawings that he has, and Jerry Hall, Bobby Keys. So this is just showing, this one was actually at the exhibit for sale, the originals and copies. But this is a really cool book showing all his work. In the back he has more of the icons. Jeff Beck Group, Marley. Anyway, I just wanted to let you see that because you may not be able to get that one. The Stooges, the authorized and illustrated story. Cool book. Stones, According to, Let It Bleed. These are common books. These are some programs. Beatlemania. I collected Stones tour programs. This is 75. It's another one from Exile on the Main Street. This is 73 tour. This is 69 tour. Yeah, I should put these in a safer place. Rolling Stones Unseen Archive. Rolling Stones, A Line on the Life on the Road. Back there is Wyman's book called Rolling with the Stones. Okay. I think I just got a few on the bottom here. This is a Springsteen book on tour. Rock and Roll, the first 25 years. 25th anniversary, a Rolling Stones magazine. U2, Burning Desire. The Who, Farewell Tour. I guess in the 80s, huh? The Monkees, Listen to the Band. Linda McCartney, 60s. This is a real cool book. I don't see this around often. And these have some really wonderful pictures in it that Linda McCartney took. Youngbloods. This is the guy that was in Bonnie and Clyde, Michael Pollard, if you remember that guy. I wish I could go through all this whole thing with you, but I don't want to take up too much time. I guess I'm looking for a certain picture. There was one of a young Jackson Browne. Anyway, Traffic, that's a cool picture there. Traffic, Nico. If you ever see this book, this is really great. Okay, where was I? Elvis Costello, the films of the 60s, Partridge Family, Hair Cults, just a book of 50 years of haircuts, rock and roll, Fellini's Faces, as you know, Fellini. Okay, so I'm getting out of rock manuscripts. Here's one of my favorites, the Little Rascals book. This is Leonard Maltin's. I am a big, huge Little Rascal fan. Okay, I have to do this in 2 parts. I'm hoping that you dug that. I still got more to go, so let's see how this flies. Take care, people. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you stuck around. Bye.